whether you have ever heard of the Brazil mine disaster happened in 2015. Unfortunately, this incident caused a huge disaster to many people, not only to people but also the damage to the surrounding was immense. Channel CQ is going to contact Taraka from Brazil. Taraka, can you please tell about this incident?
Good morning and welcome. My name is Taraka representing Channel CQ from Brazil. On 5th of November 2015, a wave of mud falls after the dam burst. A thick reddish dirt goes into the rural district of Bento Rodrigues outside the old colonial town of Mariana Minas Gerais. It removed rooftops, dragged trucks, and destroyed homes, leaving more than 500 people homeless and horribly killed 19 people. Furthermore, 60 million cubic meters of iron waste flowed into the Doce River, causing toxic brown mud flows to pollute the river and beaches near the mouth when they reached the Atlantic Ocean 17 days later. Brazilian prosecutors claimed that Samarco, the company joint owned by Australia's BHP Billiton and Brazilian mining giant Vale, as exhibiting repeated continual negligence. Currently, BHP, the world's biggest mining company, has distanced itself from the operations of the mine. But Four Corners has seen evidence of the long history of problems at BHP-owned dam dating back to the beginnings of its constructions in 2007, and learned that independent testings of water samples from the river system has found levels of arsenic and lead 10 to 20 times higher than Brazilian regulations allows. Brazilian community alleged that the disaster was partially caused by the mine ramping up production of offset the falling iron ore price. As per my viewpoint, this dam collapse has produced the biggest environmental disaster in the country's mining history. Taraka, Channel CQ from Rio de Janeiro.
Thank you, Taraka. With regard to the post-evaluation of this incident, experts held different opinions. Well, at second, we are going to consult an expert, Lisbeth, to educate us on legitimacy theory.
Hello everyone. From the perspective of legitimacy theory, companies work according to the social expectations. Nowadays, it's a challenge for companies to fulfill entirely with these expectations. Organizations work hard to look genuine if they are allowed to operate by implying a social contract. In case the organization exhibits an inappropriate behavior and they don't assume their responsibility, governments will introduce new rules and regulations that make very difficult continue their operations. For that reason, organizations seek to repair or restore their loss or threaten legitimacy using some strategies, which sometimes they are dishonest practices. Four approaches can be followed by an organization. First, taking specific actions to improve or maintain their legitimacy as a valuable contributor to society. Second, changing the current public opinion through advertising rather than change what it has done. Third, deflecting the attention of the negative perception with information that pursues more positive conditions of environmental performance. A final method is changing external evaluations of the company's performance rather than change its behavior. In this case, BHP used its sustainability reports to communicate their actions and try to regain the legitimacy of its vendor, Samarco. However, the exact analysis of this case conveys some inquiries. How prepared are BHP sustainability strategies? Is there any probability that the company has used less proper methods to convince others of its legitimacy?
So thanks, Lisbeth. Now we need to answer these questions. BHP made many efforts to restore the communities and help the victims from the disaster. However, let's contact Swang, analyst of sustainability reports, to explain about it.
Firstly, the disclosure did not propose a further solution to resolve the dam issues. So, we consider BHP did not truly care about the damaged families and the environment. It means BHP did not have a genuine intention to change its actual behavior. In addition, in the section of lessons learned, all of the information pointed to management of non-operated joint ventures, but it did not mention its own responsibility for the event. Very likely, BHP attempted to shirk its own responsibility and blame the joint venture Samarco for the whole dam event. We concede this kind of behavior is manipulating public perception by diverting public attention. Lastly, BHP deliberately emphasized its effort on environmental performance, but it didn't mention its determination and aims of disaster prevention. BHP actually implied that it has done enough for the social environment, but dam failure is unpredictable and uncontrollable. In other words, BHP attempted to change people's expectations from BHP. In general, the BHP CSR reports are only a type of impression management. As a result of the reports didn't present the authenticity of the operations. We believe BHP Billington failed to confirm the legitimacy theory.
Thanks, Swan. According to this discussion, BHP disclosed its efforts to comply with social expectation. However, they might be carrying out dishonest practices to maintain its entitlement and regain Samarco's legitimacy through its sustainability reports. Thank you for watching us and see you next time.